Hey baby, today I'm playing Hey baby, today I'm playing Toy Blast. Hey baby, today I'm playing Toy Blast. Last time I completed over 540. Last time I completed level 540. Last time I completed level 500. Last time I completed level 540. And isn't it nice how the end of the map section has a doorway, has a wall and a doorway leading into the next section, which appears to be some kind of winter wonderland, maybe. Like a kind of Christmassy funfair type of place. And the levels are very crammed up together along this pathway, aren't they, compared to what they've been like in some of these other sections? Oh, and by the way, before I move on to the next section, you know what I wanted to say about this section? With it being like a kind of Christmas living room and whatnot. In recent times, I've sometimes watched this video of clips of Diane Udale when she was the games mistress in Games World, like compilation tapes of her. And what I've done, because it was footage from a channel called Sky One back in the day, back in the mid-90s, and because the Games World show that she was on, starting from the fall of the year and ending around about Easter time or summertime or whenever the season ended. Well, this video, presumably because it was because Sky One had this nice introductory segment that they'd show at Christmas time before TV programs. They'd show like a kind of TV showing Sky One on it in a Christmassy living room, and outside a misted glass window there'd be these carol singers and singing out in the snow. And I've always thought that was a really nice, cozy little video that's really like being showing the inside of a cozy Christmassy living room with choir singers outside the window while the TV's on, with people's favourite TV programs playing on those cozy wintry Christmas evenings. Anyway, onto this winter wonderland we go. I was going to say this might be where the colourful bowling pins start. Bowling pins which have to be hit by boxes of a corresponding colour in order for the bowling pins to be eliminated from the screen. But with this being a Christmas section, I anticipate it'll actually be the snowman that end up being the new feature in it. And isn't this bear cute on the skateboard, precariously balanced upon this bowling ball? The fact that there's a bowling ball as well as the bowling pins makes me wonder if in fact this might indeed be where the colourful bowling pins debut in the game. It's hard to say, really. And isn't it nice how the pathway is surrounded by these little green hedges, keeping it contained so that, people who are a little bit worse for wear and disoriented in the midst of their Christmas celebrations don't potentially fall out of the pathway and hit their heads on the hard concrete surrounding it, maybe. Would be particularly disastrous, that, after all, wouldn't it, eh, baby dolls? And look how this ceiling on top of this house wall has like a kind of roof-like texture as well, like it's designed to aid in the dispersal and the dripping of rainwater. That's a very nice little indication of attention to detail, isn't it, eh, baby? There's some kind of a bus conductor or something at the ticket station. Or do they just dress awfully fancy these days, people who sell tickets for theme parks and winter wonderlands and all that kind of jazz, eh? Look at the fancy, colourful, nicely decorated gas lamps here as well, eh? And a hot dog here to make me feel hungry. On the hot dog stand, you say I haven't eaten in 3 or 4 hours. Are these multicoloured hot dogs on the floor, or are they just abandoned, discarded condiment tubes or something to be sprayed on the hot dog sausages? It's anyone's guess in this day and age, isn't it, eh, baby dolls? And because this is a fantasy setting, the patrons of the Winter Wonderland aren't actual humans, but rather cute stuffed animals that appear to have taken on a life of their own at night time, maybe, when the kids who own them are comfortably asleep in their beds. Ah, bless. And you know it's a Christmas theme for sure, with the lights dangled and draped everywhere, don't you? And I wonder if this duck is one of those, belongs to one of those stands where people throw things at cardboard cutout ducks in order to try and win prizes or whatever. And look at the giant toffee apple or whatever it is hanging above this ride. So we hope birds don't land on it and peck at it before, who knows, maybe someone wins it. And they find that it has all holes in it from where the birds have pecked at it. Anyway, let's get started now, baby dolls. With level 541, and indeed, this is where the colourful bowling pins start appearing. I was right with my first guess, and not right with the guess about the snowmans, about the guess about the snowman, which I mentioned, which I made a few days ago. So yes, let's get started, since I've talked for about 10 minutes without playing. But I'm so witty and charismatic that I know you're all still watching, aren't you, baby dolls? Because no matter whether I talk or whether I play, I'm still entertaining regardless. So yes, let's continue. And as you might have surmised, baby dolls, from what I was saying before, um, the bowling pins of certain colours have to have boxes of a corresponding colour hit next to them in order for them to be eliminated from the screen. Like these bowling pins need red boxes hit next to them, and these blue ones need blue boxes hit next to them. But they can still be hit with power-ups, fortunately, because it would be awfully hard if you could only attack them with squares of the corresponding colours and not with power-ups that do a whole lot more wide-range damage, wouldn't it? You get my drift anyway, don't you, Sonny Jim? Well, at least I hope you do, with the sheer amount of time and effort I've invested into my little description. But now, baby dolls, it's time to knuckle down and put some effort in, isn't it? After all, the levels won't complete themselves, will they? That was nice. And already we've managed to get a Rubik's Cube. I'm on a bit of a roll here, aren't I, baby dolls? Look at all the points I'm getting here for my score. Beautiful score, eh? Okay, let's go on to 542 now. Seems like it's gonna be a little bit more complicated. But I'm not afraid of rising to the challenge, baby dolls. Being the rather intrepid young man that I am. Have you ever known me to shy away from a challenge in this day and age, after all? I think not, Sonny Jim. Double Rubik's Cubes, and double green ones at that as well. Can I do it again, I wonder? It's anyone's guess, isn't it, when all is said and done, baby dolls? Anyone's guess indeed, but it's probably a good guess to say that I can, in fact. Amazingly enough, I think I can hear from up here, even with my headphones on, the hum of our new dehumidifier downstairs. Maybe the front room door's opened or something. I'm starting to run a bit low on moves now, aren't I? But I'll still win, I think. Right now, in fact, I will. Nice score, eh? Gets me into first if I wasn't there already, baby dolls. So that was 542. Now on to 543 with lots of coloured bowling pins this time and lots of toys too. I wonder how this level's gonna find a room for all this. As you can see, it's found room, but there's not really much room for the boxes that we need to manipulate, is there? Quite a trying predicament indeed, baby dolls. But with the level how it is, it does at least mean that whenever we make moves, more often than not, we're going to be able to hit things. That was a bit of a risk that paid off somewhat, wasn't it? Seems like it isn't going to accomplish much, though. Hopefully I didn't make a mistake by preserving that propeller for so long, eh? Yes, they've stayed intact for an awful long time indeed, these bowling pin boxes, haven't they? Finally, I'm able to start making some combinations. Although I am a bit low on moves now. gonna be kinda tight, isn't it? But a set of double Rubik's Cubes will do it for me here. When you think about it, though, getting propellers from the green squares could do it for me as well. So let's see if we can get some more on screen and then try it. Oh, so close. Given my slow start, I'd say the fact that I came close is something that should reassure us, baby dolls. Something that should help us to breathe easy in these trying times. I was smarter with my propeller that time, wasn't I? It pays to be smart in life, baby dolls. Okay, now we've got the chance to start making some more meaningful moves, hopefully. I knew this would be a chance for us to move the two TNT boxes, detonators, whatever you want to call them. This will be grand indeed. And now it'll complete the level for us, I believe. Will I get a piece of the not even a two-star one, in fact. That level really does expect you to do things a whole lot faster than I just managed it then, doesn't it? Seems very hard indeed to get the stars on that level. That was 543, wasn't it? So let's get on to 544 now. And here we get the start of the yellow bowling pins. Unless they were on that previous level as well before and I just didn't notice it. It wouldn't be the first time I've made myself look dumb and unobservant. Can I get double Rubik's Cubes again? So close. Still, turning the yellows into propellers will do us good, I feel. Some good anyway. This is the combination I was hoping for, with the wide area of effect it will have. But will it be enough, I wonder? Sometimes you can't be exactly sure, can you? Double Rubik's Cubes again. And another win for me. And just by a hair, baby dolls, I get into first. So that was 544 that I did. So let's go to 545 now, shall we? This is all very closed in and claustrophobic looking, isn't it? Would help here if we could get rid of the, what? It would help here if we can get rid of the top bowling pins expeditiously, I believe. Since then, we'll have more opportunities to make moves, you see. But alas, I'm not having very much success with that plan right now, unfortunately. It's a nice plan, but I'm having problems with the execution part of the equation, you could say. But the level seems to be unraveling somewhat now that I'm managing to eliminate the boxes full of bowling pins, doesn't it? And if I trigger the power-ups on this square, I'll be able to hit an extra Easter egg. Whether it'll be worth it or not, I'm not sure. That's all the bowling pins taken care of, isn't it? As you can see, we'd need to fill one of these little sections with boxes of the same colour in order to produce a Rubik's Cube, wouldn't we? So that presents something of a challenge, doesn't it? Seems like I'm not going to do this. But I came really close, so there's something to console ourselves with. Am I doing better this time? I do believe I am. Can I get double TNT detonators? Yes. I guess double propellers is better than nothing. All things considered. I can do it. Gonna be close, isn't it? Don't think I'll do it. Yeah, it's a fail. But I'll try again. Because I'm nothing if not persistent sometimes anyway. I suppose persistence is something the OCD can use against us, isn't it? Since it makes you more likely to do the same rituals over and over again, unceasingly until you feel that you've done them right. Getting a bit lucky here, aren't I? That was very nice, wasn't it? It's looking like I could do it this time, in fact, I feel. Wonder if I'll be able to get a Rubik's Cube here. Nice. I would say it'd be best to turn all the reds into propellers rather than TNT detonators myself in this situation, given that they wouldn't do much to the Easter eggs here, whereas propellers would have a pretty good chance of accomplishing that goal. So let's try that. Typical that the ones I had in these narrow columns didn't shoot downwards and sideways, isn't it? Sideways along this sideways one and downwards along this vertical one. This will allow us to nicely hit all these Easter eggs in this corner, won't it? And just like that, I win. For a nice score as well. So that was 545 that I did. So let's get on to 546, which I only managed 1 star on. Shocking. Isn't this nice how we've got a kind of heart shape made up of these blue squares in an every other square kind of pattern? Very aesthetic indeed, I'd say. Or it could just be me. After all, we all have different ideas regarding aesthetics, don't we? Nicely done, eh? This should be good. Although I do need a lot of bubbles, don't I? Considering I hardly have any on screen as well. And I only have 10 moves left. Don't it look funny, all these washing machines down here shaking away, ready to disperse their bubbles all over the shop? Seems obvious I'm not going to do this, doesn't it? Pointless trying to form a combination of power-ups with only 2 moves remaining, isn't it? So I might as well at least eliminate this last pumpkin. So I can say I did one of the objectives. I always find it satisfying hitting a lot of pumpkins at the same time and watching their pieces of skin or whatever it is fly. I risked getting this Rubik's Cube in the middle, thinking that I was likely to get a purple box between these two big sections to form another Rubik's Cube, but didn't pay off, did it? Okay, I'd say it'd be worthwhile turning all the greens into propellers now. Running low on moves, and I've got a lot of bubbles that I need to get. Looking like this could be another fail, in fact. Was pretty close though. Good thing I had an extra life. Means I don't need to buy more lives just yet, does it? This should be a good start, I think. I can win. This should go well, I feel. Yes, oh yes, it does. So what level is this? 546 and 3 stars for me. Only 1 life remaining. Let's go on to 547 now. Piggy banks here and bubbles. But they're all the rebellious types of piggy banks again. The ones which don't know how to behave amongst society and resort to the immoral deed of thievery. How inconsiderate of them. Finally, I've managed to get some together. Wasn't that nice and satisfying? Good thing this level is generous with the amount of moves allotted, isn't it? Guess I'll try using some of these power-ups separately, on the off chance that it might help me get some of the others next to each other. Yeah, let's try this. Takes a long time for the boxes to settle on these kinds of levels where there's vortexes everywhere. Once a move has been done that shakes up the status quo a lot, doesn't it? Might as well trigger this TNT detonator since it's surrounded by piggy banks, I think. Although it did separate some of my other combined power-ups. Can be hard to predict the ramifications of various moves on these levels where there's vortexes everywhere, can't it? That was kinda nice. Oh, this is better. Better and better. Do you know where that's from? That little quote that I made just then? Hopefully this will shoot upward. Yes, but it's in the wrong place now. Time for a desperation move, I'd say. Will this shoot upward? Yes. There's a relief the likes of which Leaf Tilden will be grateful for. Leaf Tilden will be grateful for. Doesn't get me at first, but oh well. And I've been going for close to an hour now. So I'll play another level and then I'll stop. So let's get to it. Let's get busy. Look at all the sweet jars in these corners. Bit of an overwhelming sight, eh? I have a fair amount of boxes with lights in them that I need to click here, haven't I? As one of my objectives. And I've noticed now, have you, that on the levels where the boxes change colours with each move, that the That all the lights, that all the boxes change into the same color. Like if you've got like two of the same color next to each other and then they change color, both of them will change into the same color. Whereas the other levels that I was doing with these color changing boxes, if you had two of the same color next to each other and then they both change color, chances were they both change into different colors, which made things a whole lot more complex and harder to anticipate, so to speak. Well, I'll be able to get these two together, I hope. Yes, nice. I'm not sure, but it seems like blue and purple are the only colours that the boxes are switching to as well. If that's so, that simplifies these types of levels greatly as well, doesn't it? Where the colours are constantly changing with each move. I remember these colour changing levels simplifying in this manner before they disappeared from the game altogether. I'm guessing maybe people found them too hard and complained about them or something. Whereas me, I just saw them as something of a challenge to overcome. Isn't really all that many squares with lights on screen now, though, is there? So it could be hard to get the ones that I need now. Seems like I'm doing it. And I do. Don't get free stars, though. But it seems like I did get 3 stars the first time, I believe. Yes. So, time to bid you farewell, folks. See you all next time. Bye. Bye.